How's it going, guys? Mike Murtis, Gamer Logic here. Today we're doing something a little different. I'm taking a look at my original 1980s Game Boy that was given to me probably in 1992, 1993. I wasn't the original buyer of this, but it was given to me by a family member, and I've had it for quite some time. I was doing some inventory of game systems, going through handhelds, and I found my Game Boy, and taking a look at it, you know, it's not in bad shape. It's actually in pretty good shape, with the exception of the fact that it is missing its little shield, its lens, I guess you could say, on the very top of this thing, which is unfortunate. So this would cover the front of the Game Boy, protecting the little LCD screen from getting damaged. So a quick search on Amazon to see if any replacement parts were available yielded some results. You could actually get some complete replacement kits for the Game Boy altogether. So you can actually get a brand new shell for this thing, which is pretty cool. Reviews on it were hit or miss, and really the Game Boy is in pretty good shape still from what I can tell, so I just elected to find this little piece here, and this is essentially the cover to the Game Boy itself. So let's see if this thing still turns on. I still have the back cover for this thing, so let's grab some batteries here. 4 AA's. And I'll grab a game cartridge if we're successful on at least the cosmetic restoration of it, but so far so good. Plug this in, and let's turn it on. Hey, we got our little red LED, and it looks like we got some light in it, so it looks like so far so good on this thing. So let's just zoom in on this thing just a hair, and as you can see, somehow the original shielding fell off, obviously. I've already stated that. But it looks like the glue just kind of dried up. So there's some glue residue here that I'm going to need to clean up. And then I'm going to take this guy out of the packaging here. And hopefully we can apply it, and we'll be able to pop a game in here, and we'll be good to go. But we will see. So give me a few minutes, folks. I'm going to clean up the residue here, and we'll see how the application of this goes. Okay, well, we've gone ahead and cleaned up the majority of the gunk around the Game Boy screen here, so we're going to go ahead and take this guy and pop him on and see how this ends up looking. So this has just got like an adhesive back on it here that needs to come off. And I can't stress enough, make sure you have a clean area when you're doing this stuff. I have cats, and this isn't always easy to do. But whatever is on that screen or behind this is going to be stuck there after you get this thing in the right place. So let's get this adhesive off here, and we'll try to get this thing on. There we go. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Looks like they kind of got a backing on the top of this that needs to be taken off, which is fine. Let's make sure it's nice and flat before we take off the plastic here. Give it some time to adhere. Give it a nice little press here. Okay. Alright, let's take the plastic off. And for the most part, looks like we're good to go here. Let's turn this on. Hey, that's looking pretty good. That's looking like a Game Boy. So let's go ahead and find a game for it, shall we? Okay, so here we go. There is a game in here. Let's see if this is going to boot up successfully. Got the Nintendo logo. There we go. You can barely see it. I can barely see it. But that is Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land. Can I see this thing at all? Yes, I can. So there we go. It's working. I know you can barely see it, and fortunately, that just goes back to the technology. Nearly impossible to see for Game Boys unless it's in direct light. But as it stands, this Game Boy is now in pretty good cosmetic condition. I'm going to put a quick light over the top of this here. And as you can see, there you see it. There's the Wario Land action. But looks to be in pretty good shape. Not bad at all. So there you go, a $3.99 replacement, and this thing is pretty much as good as new. And it's working great. And it looks like the screen's getting a little bit better now that it actually has some juice going to it. Maybe the liquid crystal needed a little bit of regeneration. I'm not super familiar with the process, but you can definitely see it a lot better now, even with a little bit of lack of light on it. So there you go, original Nintendo Game Boy, ready to rock. Thanks for watching, folks.